Welcome in, 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 welcome in. Beautiful people of the internet. It is Dat Boy back to play some Battle Brothers. Missed the stream last night. Sorry about that. Makeup stream tonight to make up for not streaming last night. So, that's where we're at. Stream's still on for tomorrow. So, we're going to have a good old back-to-back streaming days for you guys here. How is everybody doing? Glad that you guys could make it. Already got some homies up in the chat. It's all the things. It's all the things. We fight, we make up. When does the toxicity end? The toxicity will never end. It's all the things. Also, it's all the things. Congrats for being first in the chat. I appreciate you. You get the W for today. Please feel free to brag at your leisure about doing so. Welcome in, Rocks. Welcome in, Manifest. Nice to see you guys. Glad you guys could make it. The toxicity you see there, it's all the things, is just kind of in us. You know what I mean? Like I'm an American, right? Americans have like the toxicity. Like in our DNA, it's from all the like carcinogens in our food and stuff. You know what I mean? No need to brag. I'm equal parts incredible and humble. Okay, all right, awesome. Oh, dude. Okay, I don't know what happened because I didn't get a notification for a subscription, but it just says that my sub goal of 10 was completed 13 minutes ago. I had 5 subscribers 20 minutes ago, so I have 6 now. I guess somebody resubscribed. Whoever did that, because it didn't tell me who it was. Thank you for doing so. I appreciate you. If you can't handle me at my squad wipe on day 1, then you don't deserve me at my squad wipes on day 50. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the kind of energy that we're at. Here's the thing. Everybody who's currently here, you guys are all OGs, right? So I want the OGs to understand something, right? There's gonna be a time, okay? If I keep slamming my head against the wall into Battle Brothers, right? Which I currently have no plans to stop doing, right? If I keep slamming my head into the wall of Battle Brothers, I will eventually succeed. I will eventually succeed. Even if I'm only getting 0.1% better, right? I will eventually succeed. And it will eventually happen. And then there's going to be people who come in who weren't here for the struggle bus, right? They embrace the pain, just bleed. No, that'll happen. That's going to keep happening, right? But I need you guys to be prepared to try to tell people the struggle bus. Because somebody, I'm going to be like, maybe this is like a year from now or whatever the fuck, right? And I'm doing ranged only runs or some stupid bullshit like that. I'm doing something. And someone's going to be in the chat like, wow, that boy, you're so good at this game, right? That's going to happen. And I need you guys to be there when that happens. So that way that you guys can attest to the amount of bullshit that I've been going through up until that point. Okay, right? To keep you humble, yes, absolutely. I need you guys to keep me humble. That's exactly what it is. Be like, I remember the day 1 wipes. I remember the day 1 total party kills. I remember losing to 7 thugs to double decapitate from inside the net. That's what I need you guys to stay strong about. Okay, right? That's just letting you guys know. Okay, Those weren't very long ago either. Yeah, well, yeah, it's whatever. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Eventually, I will succeed. Not because I'm good, but because I have the gift of perseverance. So yeah, there you go. That's where we're at. All right, enough rambling. Let's analyze what's currently going on because I haven't looked at the save file. I don't allow myself to play Battle Brothers unless I'm streaming, right? And I'm glad that I do that because this makes me excited to play, whatever I do get to stream for you guys. And like my brain is associating Battle Brothers with streaming. You know what I mean? So I haven't looked at the save file since last stream. Okay, so it's day 49. It's the afternoon. We're at Grotenhoom, which is on this side of the map. We have 1,400 crowns. We have 96 food, 14 tools, 116 ammunition, 16 medicine. Okay, that's where we're at. We currently have 2 retinue slots. One with the cartographer for the funds, and the second for the scout. And we are 19 renown away from getting the 3rd slot, which will probably go to lookout. Not sure right now. But the camp busting part of the run is the serious camp busting part of the run is gonna come soon. Hopefully, we might do a little camp busting, but we definitely want to be careful. At the end of last stream, we did get the beneficial events to snag some wolf armors. Unfortunately, 2 of the 4 ones that we got aren't really all that good because the armor is so low. We did get the patched mail shirt and this basic mail shirt. Yeah. So, we did get 2 solid ones, right? There were 6 of them, and one of them that got away was in one of these, and the other one that got away was in one of these, I think. So, money. Those armors are money? I've never even considered selling them, to be honest with you. That's where we're at. Super big hell yeah, right? As far as bros, are we actually winning? Kinda, Oni Pepica. Also, welcome in, Oni Pepica. No, like metaphorically. Oh, no, it's metaphorical money. I see. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of the metaphorical money. You know what I mean? Not a whole lot of the actual. Not a whole lot of the actual money. But, well, we're kind of winning. So I'd say that we're a little bit behind the curve of where we would like to be because we did have a pretty big setback day 30-ish. But so we lost a lot of tempo there. That boy does not concern him with materialistic things, comrade? If you count food as materials, then yeah, I do because I need that to not die. So I don't know. Chat, is food and water materials? Are those materials or are those not materials? How about like air? Not particularly. If food and water aren't, is Battle Brothers a material? Necessities wouldn't really apply. Well, Battle Brothers wouldn't be a necessity, but I don't know if I consider that a material. You know what I mean? I am doing trading card shop stuff, right? Yeah, that's what this shelf is here behind me. I got a new shelf from the goddamn fucking Home Depot. To store all my bullshit. Here, I'll pull some stuff out. And I'll flash my cardboard bling to you guys. Right? So these are material things, right? But I'm not buying them for pleasure, right? So I got some stuff, There's some cardboard bling for you. For anybody who knows anything about Magic, which I don't think any of my viewers currently do, but that's okay. Let me see. Yeah, here's a revised plateau that I got, right? You do, sadly? Yeah, I got a revised plateau. I'd probably consider it moderately played, but that's, so those are material things, right? You played competitively for a while? Awesome, dude. I also played competitively for a while. I played competitively a lot. But now I'm kind of trying to, do stuff with it, buy and sell collect, that sort of thing. I don't really play much anymore. I don't think I've played a game of Magic in at least over 2 years, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. But so those count as materials for sure, right? But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I mean, sorta, right? Like now, I'm not gonna like go out and buy a Labubu. I'm not that type of person. I think that shit's dumb. But like something like I can't sit here and say I live in the woods and like only drink water and have push-ups for dinner. So what you're saying is you're bottoming for capitalism. I don't know what that means. My brain is unable to comprehend whatever the hell it is that you're talking about. But maybe potentially. I don't know the context of topping and bottoming when it comes to capitalism. I didn't know that those terms could be used in that way. Oh, sweet summer child. Okay, so we got rocks. Tempo bro. Level 3. We have brand new, who's a mid-game damage bro with this maimed foot. We have Paymaster Dylan, our frontline nimble damage Chad, who's probably our best recruit right now. We have Unclaimed 2, who's a solid mid-game frontline. We have Picnic Dicere, who's a protector, who's going to protect the other guys. And we have Lemon Snatch, Tempo Bro with a maimed foot, who he has the sexy dagger that we got on day 20. We have Winnie G, who we're building into a Sword Lance Bro. And then really where this run is starting to shine is we got a lot of solid ranged guys, right? We're really going to be pushing the limits here with what we can get away with ranged dudes, right? So this guy, for instance, we're building into a true hybrid, okay? We still have our starting crossbow, bro, which, we might do some serious stuff with him if he survives. Honestly, it is good of you to recognize and help that boy feel seen. Holding hundreds of dollars in luxury collectible cardboard rectangles is a tough life. I would agree. But I mean, I'm selling it, so I plan to, start doing vendor booth stuff, and that's gonna take a while to take off. But once I start doing vendor booth stuff, I'm gonna stream that for you guys. That'll be cool. But that we're far away from that, right? The dream, the home run, right? Here's the home run, Chad. Here's the home run. Van life, but with luxury cardboard rectangles. Van life, go to fucking I don't know, goddamn Texas or whatever the fuck. Do a card show there. Make a little something, work on the weekend, and then fuck off Monday to Friday. Stream a little bit, keep the cost low. Just kind of go with the wind sort of deal. That's the home run dream right there. And I think it's possible. I just gotta try to get there. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. But back to Battle Brothers. Okay. Yeah, if you thought you guys were gonna, how do you keep your shelves stocked? Are you talking about right now, or are you talking about in the future? Or are you talking about how do I acquire inventory? Yeah. So you can acquire inventory if I would be renting a booth at a specific card show. If you've ever been to one of the old Grand Prix or a big event like that, there's vendors there, right? Who buy and sell cards, right? So that would be how I would do it, right? The plan is still, is far away, but once it takes off, I'm gonna be streaming some booth action for y'all. And I'll still be doing Battle Brothers. 100%. Unless I somehow do everything I want to do with Battle Brothers by then, which at the rate that we're going, I absolutely won't. There's still plenty of Battle Brothers stuff that I want to accomplish, right? You know, I don't want to leave Battle Brothers until I go, okay, I am satisfied with everything that I can do with this game, and then I can flex the Battle Brothers street cred to anybody who's played it, right? That's the move, right? You know, that's the goal. You know, that's where we want to be in life. So we got Rux, we got Brand New, we got Dylan. We have a lot of solid range guys. We have this guy we're going to build into a gunner, maybe. We're not sure. We have a true hybrid. We have our anticipation banner. We have crossbow bro, and we have Lorison 113. Very, very solid brawny battle force tank. Super big, hell yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. So we have 4 to 5-ish of our final 12 kind of figured out. And we need to figure out more. We have 2 frontline spots covered. We're going to need more. We're definitely going to need at least one more solid tank, hopefully a Battle Forge tank. So that means that we're going to need to hire. So this stream is likely going to be a lot. There's still going to be a lot of combats because it's Battle Brothers. But we're going to be doing the combats to try to get funds just so that way we can mass hire as much as possible and find the diamonds in the rough so that we can power level is kind of the idea, right? Because I want to get my late game team kind of set up as quickly as possible. So we have plenty of time to get them to level 11 is the idea, and then it's all cheddar from there. Okay, so let's go to Grotenhoom. They currently have Terrifying Nightmares. There's 2 contracts to be taken here. There's an Escort Caravan, and there's a Destroy Phoenix Thumb northwest of Erzberg. Where is Erzberg? So that's going to be right here, I think. Dat Boy, what will be your power leveling strategy? Great question there, Oni Pepica. My plan is twofold. The first plan is to acquire the bros. Or the first step is to acquire the bros. The second step is to not let them die. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a whole lot of... you know, once you get a few damage dealers up to like level 9, 10, 11, they pull a lot of weight. So, you know, once you're kind of at that stage, so really the idea right now, there's definitely an argument for me to go, okay, I know that Dylan's a Chad. I need to get him leveled as quickly as possible so that he can absolutely carry the rest of the team on his back. That's definitely a potential option that we could go with, because we already got a 2-handed bonk for him, right? We're already crushing it, dude. And he's got 84-26 at level 6. He doesn't even have nimble yet, right? That's definitely one argument, but I mean, I am still going to be feeding kills to Dylan for quite a while, and also to Lorison. But until I get more of my team figured out, I know, dude. This guy's ridiculous. This guy's fucking ridiculous, bro. Right? We went all in on the sellsword, and we got paid off for it. We got so paid off for the sellsword, dude. We went on it on like day 20 something or whatever it was. So we've invested a lot of money into bro quality at this stage, more than we typically would, and as such, we have better bros. And so far, they haven't died, which is cool. Although there's definitely been opportunities where they could have died and just got lucky, and it didn't hit the guys that really mattered. So I don't think either of these contracts are really ones that we want to do. There's an argument to take this caravan hand, but he's 500 crowns. I only got 1,400. I don't think that's quite the move. So we do have the cartographer, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some more stuff around here. Like, I know that there's shit here. This map is kind of split in two. right? It's always kind of the case that there's like one side that's bigger than the other. And this is still true here, but I mean, look at the difference we got here, right? You know, this section isn't really all that much bigger than this, right? I will cry if this Dylan guy died. Dude, I will also cry. I will also cry if Dylan dies. So, because I have the cartographer, we can do a little, so we can do some fuckery, guys, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to buy some food from these guys to keep us going for a little while. And then we're actually going to take off into the wilds in this direction. And the reason we're doing this is because we're already net positive off a cartographer. I don't want to have the cartographer forever. What I want to do is I'm leveraging the upfront cash you get from cartographer to try to make him worth it. I want to be spending maybe the next, I don't know, 5 to 10 days finding locations to get paid for it. Even if I'm not taking all the fights, just finding them is still profitable. And so what you can actually do is, I've done this before on stream, is you can actually just go through the map, find a bunch of locations, and then once you get the majority of the value from cartographer, you axe them and get a retinue that's, you know, is a little bit more, you know, is less situational, right? It's kind of the idea. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We are officially out of tools, which is lame, in case you guys didn't know. We're at 120 food. I'm going to head over the mountains and go this way. Okay, there's the golden goose. That is perfect. Got 300 from that, from cartographer. We're going to inspect the fuck out of the stump. All right, we now have the golden goose. Now, here's the thing, guys. This shit's worth money. I need the money. Right? This generates 15 crowns daily. Which you might think, oh my god, that's so good. Sell the goose. Almost every time you sell the goose, and definitely that's what we're going to want to do here. Right? So we've already paid for the trip, plus some that we've taken. We're at 93 food. Okay, we didn't find anything over that way. Man, I haven't found a goddamn thing yet. I found this Bloodspawn's Keep. Okay, here's another thing. This is a small shack. This is a lost cottage. This is takeable. This is doable. We can take this fight. And we shall. We're going to level up brand new here before we go into that. Level up brand new. We'll give him some HP and nimble. How do you find the goose? Just luck? Oh, I'm sorry. I saw your message for some reason. Okay, my bad. Dead boy, the goose is so worth keeping in a 3,000 day run. That's true. How do you find the goose? Just luck? It's always far away from civilization? Yeah. So there's a bunch of different legendary locations in Battle Brothers. Some of them have fights, but others have random stuff. And probably the best one is the shipwreck, which finds the golden goose. When you're exploring the wilds like this, what you're going to want to do is whenever you see a mountain, just during the day, just go up it a little bit so that it expands your field of vision and then go down, and that lets you kind of find things more optimally. So we spent 2 days so far, and we found this very juicy fight in the Lost Cottage. So we're going to take that. I think we're pretty set up to do so. These guys are tempo bros, so should be fine. There's still thugs here, which is good. The only legendary location that I consistently have trouble finding is the grotesque tree, which gets you the water skin, which is the only thing in the game that can remove permanent injuries. Because that only generates in forests. And I've had many streams where I'm like, oh, dude, I'll just go find the tree to heal this guy up. Nope. Never count on the tree. Never count on the tree. Never, ever count on the tree. Yikes. Yikes. Stun him with Dylan. Easy day. Same can never find grocery. Thank you, Sensei. You're welcome, Oni Pepiga. So normally I would kill this guy here, but I'm actually not going to do that. The reason why is because I'm trying to feed the kills best that I can to the guys who need it. And those people are Dylan and Lorison. We're going to step Lemon Snatch out of there so he doesn't get an injury. Those of you guys who don't know, if a guy gets a kill, he gets a very small EXP boost for getting said kill. But if you stack that up over the course of several fights, that can really make a difference. Okay, he's fleeing now. Put him here. Put him here. Okay. Now we've got these two guys gridlocked, so now we can slowly feed the kills as we see fit. Lorison is going to be the target for this guy. Run him down for sure. Okay, easy day. Unclaimed 2 gunner leveled. Nobody else, and got some stuff to sell. Some ambers here, very nice. Okay, so this venture was already profitable, even though we didn't find a single goddamn thing other than the curious shipwreck down here. So now I think there's still quite a distance to go up this way. We're starting to run out of tools, starting to run out of food, so I think it's probably best to make our way back this way. Because I'm anticipating there's going to be a settlement somewhere. Okay, we found the ruins of Stalwart Keep.
We are going to head in there. Because I think there's a settlement close, but we're going to think about who we're bringing in. Rocks might die. There's a possibility that there's undead there. We're going to swap Unclaimed 2's armor out. We're going to put this Tempo Bro in. Lemon Snatch can have this gear, I suppose. Well, actually, before I do that, Lemon Snatch might get trapped if we bring him in. And so might Brand New because scouting missions get hard. So this is something that's relevant with permanent injuries, right? So like this permanent injury, main foot, doesn't actually like, you know, matter too much in most scenarios. But in a scenario like this, it really matters. Because if I'm going against something like Ancient Undead, and I decide I need to retreat and this battle isn't worth it, Brand New and Lemon Snatch could potentially get trapped there as I'm retreating. That's also true. That's not true with cut leg muscle. There's like a cut knee tendon that also limits your movement, which makes retreating harder. So that's something you got to keep in mind. If you're going to scout into a fight like this, you're going to want to make sure that you can consistently get out, or you're okay with whatever losses might come up. I have a little bit of an idea, though. The idea is this, right? What if I just kind of did something like this, you know? Lord's got 31 melee defense, you know? He can frontline to some extent. We can do this, right? And this way, if a bro ends up getting caught, or if it ends up being not a fight that we can take, this gives these guys a better chance to get out. And if it is a fight we can take, we can still bring them in. Hey, Jorge Blair in the YouTube chat. Hey, sorry for not catching your chat earlier. I'm doing swell. How are you doing, Jorge? Thanks for hopping in the chat. We're going to attack at our own risk, see what's here. 21, and there are Geists here. There are Geists here up in this bitch, guys. That's unfortunate. We don't love that. So we're going to try our best to fucking leave. But if there's a Necromancer here, we might absolutely get caught. And that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Now, if this is like 21, but like they're all bitch boy zombies, this is doable. Don't get me wrong. But other than that, I mean, this could really get rough, guys. Okay, so these are all bitch boy zombies. Okay, there's a fallen hero and Geists. But I don't remember seeing a Necromancer. Just saw your videos on Tempo Bros. Good stuff. Hey, thank you for that, Jorge. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, the video got up to 3,000 views. And I'm like flabbergasted that it's gotten that popular. Which, like, you know, I'm not like bragging because 3,000 is like nothing in the world of YouTube. But to me, it's a lot. You know what I mean? I always undervalue dodge and forget it's not only meant for dedicated initiative bros. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Dodge, you know, I don't think many of my guys in this current company have dodge, actually. I have been taking it less recently than I have been, but dodge is great, right? I think that probably the best use for it Put some lo-fi. Aren't zombies an easy prey? Yes, zombies are an easy prey. But it depends on, one, how many there are, what type of zombies. Armored zombies take longer to kill. And if there's a necromancer there, plus a fallen hero, that could be rough. And there's also geists, right? Which is really the main worry there. I didn't see any aura stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep moving back. But we might be able to take this fight. Especially if we can find an ideal sort of setup. Yeah, so this is just a regular zombie, right? So these sorts of guys, yeah, easy prey, 100%. If it was 21 of these, are you on Twitch right now? Would rather watch there if you are. I can say that I am multi-streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. The name on Twitch is the same as my YouTube name for anybody who happens to be asking. The chat, on the screen is the Twitch chat. So, yes, it is the same name as my YouTube name there, Jorge. But you can feel free to keep watching on YouTube if you like. No issue there at all. We're going to move this guy back here. Okay, so these guys are the armored Weedergangers. Okay, so it's a fallen hero. Robert Carnival. Hello there. What origin is this run? I'm going to assume... Are you Jorge Blair from the YouTube there, Robert Carnival? Maybe not. I don't know. First time chat. Welcome in, Robert Carnival. Oh, no, dude. That's Blair Warrior. Oh, dude. They're just two people at the same time. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Blair. Dude, Robot Carnivals... Robert Carnivals. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. This origin is just standard classic, a new company. The run rules are as follows of the rule set that I'm playing under. If you guys have watched Slurgy, this is basically the same rule set as his win streak series. I don't reset here. I only use quality of life mods. That's kind of what we're doing. Your new player, bro, just about 50 hours. Hey, Robert, you're in the right spot. If you have any questions, feel free to ask him. Not only can I answer questions that a beginner might have, pretty much everybody who's a consistent OG in the chat has also definitely got some Battle Brothers expertise. No runners? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, pretty much everybody in my chat can also help you out. And we also have a Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord and you want to ask a question when I'm not streaming, it's pretty small, but you can feel free to hop in there as well. Okay. So I think that because it's Geist, I can't play Lone Wolf without Runner. It will be so much harder. This streamer guy likes to answer all noob questions for some reason. Yes, I do for some reason like to do that. And the reason why I like to do that is because I struggled much more than I struggle currently when I first started X thousand hours ago. And all the advice that I found for this game online was horrible. And I kept losing. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And, part of the reason why I wanted to stream was to kind of help new players. So, yeah. I think we are going to try to take this fight. But we want to get our setup as optimal as we can.
And I think that actually involves us going down this way, to be honest with you. Having this little setup down here looks just fantastic, dude. Exactly how we're going to make it work, I'm not really sure. But I'm just going to kind of figure that out as I go. Which could be stupid. Yeah, this game is a rough ride early on. Most content on it is you can get OP gear early by knifing raiders. Not really used for new players in a vacuum. Exactly, yeah. The problem is that like games like Battle Brothers attract really smart people. And somebody who's like really, really smart or like really, really gifted at this sort of thing often doesn't have the perspective, isn't able to put themselves in perspectives of people who aren't as good. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, you know, games like these attract smart people, right? And so if you ask somebody who's just like really good at Battle Brothers because it like clicks for them, they're not going to be able to understand like beginner problems too well. Yeah, I don't really like knifing mechanic, but it feels necessary. It absolutely is necessary. Oh, there's a little hole there? That's fucking cool, dude. Okay, we want brand new right there. Yeah, it's not bad advice by itself, but for actual new players, it's not really what they struggle with necessarily. Yes, exactly. The knifing adding roleplay sense. Yeah, I thought that was kind of... I remember when I first started, and I saw like all the knife down people stuff. I was like, no, I just kind of want to buy my stuff from shops. That sounds dumb. And then I realized that it's nearly impossible to do it that way. You know, for someone who doesn't have a lot of experience or talent. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so I have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 dudes. And I gotta figure out the most optimal way to set up dudes here. I think I'd probably want brand new right here now that I think about it. So that he can get these 3 tiles. And I probably want Dylan in brand new spot, I think. I was dying on arena fights my first 30 hours of this game. That's all I was doing back then. Okay. We're going to bring Lemon Snatch down there. His job is to guard that little hole, and that's really all that he's doing. We can put Dylan right here, and this guy right here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, then we have this nice little concave thing set up. Whenever you can, if you can ever set up 3 guys like this, right? Oh my God, somebody infected the lo-fi with Christmas music. Whenever you can set up 3 guys like this is good because this means that whoever is standing here is getting surround bonuses. All your guys are getting surround bonuses. And, you know, they don't get the same thing. Right? You only have Lone Wolf campaign so far and been restarted my games maybe 50 times since I've only done Expert Ironman. My dad forbid me save scumming games since I was born. Ah, I see. Okay, so if you don't want to save scum, that's noble. You will not get far on your current settings. Battle Brothers is too hard of a game. It is way too hard of a game for you to just raw dog expert Ironman, no save scumming. You have to lower your difficulty settings. If you don't want to save scum, fine. You need to lower your difficulty settings. At the very least, lower the economic settings. If you want to keep expert combat, fine. Right? That's acceptable, but please put your economic settings down. It's okay. I'm a masochist. Be prepared, right? You like 5 hours this game, and I save scum all the time. Still, yeah. It's not like I'm trying to warn you. Like I'm not saying like, oh, haha, you're in for a rough ride, buddy, but you'll get the other side. You won't. You will not get out the other side. Please listen to somebody who has 2,400 hours in this game. And the first 2,200 hours, I was doing the exact same thing you're doing right now for years, making 0 progress. Please lower the difficulty settings for a little bit. Once you beat the game a couple times on easy, then go up to difficult, right? Don't have the time to go Ironman mentality every time. I mean, you can if you don't want to save scum, that's fine. But you can't do max difficulty and no Ironman without even knowing how like fucking certain new members work, right? Like there's like a lot of the mechanics in Battle Brothers are very obscure, right? Like please lower the difficulty settings. You will actually waste the next 2 years of your life for no reason when you could spend a month playing on easy and set off on the right foot. If you don't want to save scum, I respect it. I think new players should save scum when they're learning the game. I don't save scum now, but I do think that it's good for new players. But if you don't want to save scum, fine. I can't tell you that no save scum max difficulty is a good use of your time at all. Maybe lower the economy settings. Okay, at least lower the economy settings. But I have to play Ironman since I want to experience 100% thrill and rage moments. That's fine. No, I get that. I 100% get that. But lower the economy settings. Because a lot of the times in Battle Brothers, the difficulty actually comes, especially like the first 1 to 50 days, the difficulty comes from being in a position to where you have to take a fight that you're likely to lose, and you have to do that because of poor economic management. And that happens way more frequently on the higher economy settings, right? A big part of Battle Brothers is not taking fights that were going to kill you. So, it's just that the game has so much replayability that's okay to finish the game at a lower difficulty, start another run. It'll still feel fresh. Exactly. No 2 runs feel alike.
Okay, we're finally starting to get to first contact here. You also play Legends, so saving all the time and mostly not to lose my save in a crash thingy. It's coming just as a plus. I don't play Legends as of right now, but I've heard many great things about it from those who do it. I think there's plenty of replayability that you can get from Legends. I think that Legends is kind of just a different game. You know what I mean? Losing is fun in the beginning when you find new enemies and have no idea when they do. So you just do stupid moves to see what's going to happen. Later on, losing is not fun anymore. I would have to disagree. Sometimes I still get joy from losing. Like in a weird distorted view of joy, you know what I mean? That's why you can't do this game without runners and expert, which I was scrolling Twitch. I read your rules and was like, holy fuck, this bro must be a god gamer. No, I'm not. I'm not a god gamer. Absolutely not. Dude, this is attempt 16 of this rule set. This is attempt 16, bro. Like, Slurgy is a god gamer. Some Weird Sins, god gamer. I'd consider Brenly a god gamer. Slugsy doesn't really stream anymore. I'd probably put Captain Zoo above myself. You know, the first Unhold Massacre is always a sight to behold. I've had many Unhold Massacres. No, that boy is not a god gamer, but he is the nicest person ever and a great storyteller and a teacher. Just kidding, bro. Let me learn all the good stuff, guys. Any tips and tricks will be much appreciated. I'll try to think of them. There's way too much information that I could reasonably... Like, there are quick tips videos for Battle Brothers online. You know... You can watch those. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But there's way too much about Battle Brothers. Like, even if I sat here and listed out 100 tips to get you started, they wouldn't matter. They straight up wouldn't matter. As much as I hate to say it, right? There's just too much information with Battle Brothers. So it's like. So, like, just start until you find a problem. And then, like, once the problem happens multiple times, then you go, okay, I have a consistent problem. I don't know what it is, but I need to figure out a way to fix that, you know. That boy's about to be a Krispy Kreme donut with all that glazing. Now you're hungry? We just rallied the troops there with our banner because... Our dude started fleeing because of the Geist, which is why I don't recommend fighting Geist until you have a banner with the Rally of the Troops perk.
Really? Crit fail, Dylan? You're crit failing me, bro? Fuck you, bro. That's how you feel right now? Dude, your performance review is gonna be influenced by that right there. Oh, he has 260 mail. We got 2 shield bros. I mean, I think we can go for it, right? I think we can. We'll try to go for the dagger on the fallen hero. But if things start getting a little hairy, then we won't. But right now, things are going acceptably. My flat is only a mile away from Dunkin' Donuts. Worth the walk. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I fucking hate donuts. I think they're disgusting. I can't really eat sugar too much, but even when I was younger and I didn't know about my condition and I ate desserts and stuff, never fuck with donuts. Donuts, trash. Eat F tier. Disgusting. Gross. Hate them. Hate them. Ice cream? Hell yeah. Cookies? Hell yeah. Donuts? Gross. Disgusting, bro. I'm just be real with you guys. I don't know how anybody can eat those and not want to, die. Why would you say something so controversial and yet so brave? Wow, you're so full of bad takes. All this makes you want to unsubscribe and unfollow. Hey, man, if that's your decision, you can make that decision, right? I respect it. I understand. You always forget to bring the banner in fights like these. Interesting. Yeah, you should definitely bring the banner. You should have a dedicated banner, bro. Even if you use like a combat banner, he should always have the banner in his back pocket. A line has to be drawn somewhere. Okay, for trashing donuts. That's the line? Alright, we found the line, guys. Material kill, so stick your one and see where we at. Okay, alright. I appreciate that. It's all the things. If my dislike of donuts causes you to unsub and unfollow, I respect it. I understand. The Valiant Donut Defender. Now, if he said pie was bad, I'd be with you. No, I fuck with pie. I fuck with pie. Cherry pie? Hell yeah, dude. Fucking sweet potato pie? Also hell yeah. Pumpkin pie? Fuck yeah. Okay, we're down to 10 guys. 3 of them are Geists. One's with Fallen Hero, so that means we got 6 Zomboidials. Doing it a single Dunkin' Donut may contain 240 calories. Jeez, man. Cream pie? Cream pie? Yeah, cream pies are pretty cool. God damn, son. Man, that Fallen Hero is not fucking around, dude. We're gonna rally instead of attacking there, because morale is important. We're not going to start moving out guys quite yet, but if a couple turns go by and the window's still there, then we'll probably do that. Okay, so no free reanimates.
Feels good. The only donuts I'd fight for being slandered is beignet.
I don't know what beignet is, guys. I'm going to be real with you. Wait, Picnic's fleeing? What the hell, man? He's not supposed to do that. Okay, we're gonna bring him out here at this point. Okay, Picnic got away. Picnic, you're disappointing me. In case you didn't know. Our level 3 Battleforge tank, Lorison, is doing his thing, man.
Okay, he's no longer fleeing. Pretty sure you're not supposed to eat that? Jeez, man. Tried, been gay, and now my insides tingle.
That sounds pretty French of you. Brand new is fleeing. This is not good. Okay, he was able to get away, which is like pretty cool. Really winning? You're missing now? Unfortunate. Good boy George cannot rally this turn due to not having sufficient fatigue. You're from an area of America heavily influenced by French culinary traditions. So you're from Canada. Like cooking with Bengay cream instead of butter? Hey, he got away. That's cool. I'm going to leave good boy George right the fuck there. Did not get the Geist. Pretty lame if you ask me, dude. We'll just shield wall with Lorison. Rally? Alright. Okay, alright. One Geist down.
I just realized you don't have Bannerman. I do have a Bannerman. He's right here.
Hey, all, how we holding up? Pretty good, Dylan. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Please hit. Awesome. There we go. Okay. Okay. Please hit. Fuck you. Please hit. Damn it.
My bad, can't see stuff. Mama raised me to be many things. Anxious, self-critical, but she didn't raise a hater. Been gay away.
Dude, that's good that your mama raised not a hater. I'm gonna remember that next time you start hating on me. Okay? There it's all things. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna be like, hey, mama said, don't be a hater. And you're gonna have to cope with that. You're the one who has to sleep at night. Not me. It's all the things. I have insomnia, okay? that's how it is, brother.
Pro tip. Also, screw expert camps, have necro savants before day 20. Yeah,
That's a good pro tip. Yeah. Don't take fights that are going to kill you. And fun fact, that was one of them. Oh, yikes, bro. Okay. Please no reanimates. Okay, one reanimate. Not the end of the world. Ben gay translates to very gay in Portuguese, apparently. Thank you for the fun fact there, Blair Warrior. Does the Hedge Knight from the Lone Wolf Origin special, can I get another one like him? You can get another Hedge Knight. There, Robert. Hedge Knights are very expensive, and you're probably only going to find them in Citadels. You're talking like 10k crowns on average, right? Is that a Death Knight at the bottom? It is a fallen hero, but a close cousin to the Death Knight. But yes, that is, and I want his armor. So I'm doing this. Okay, everybody's dead except for this guy. So here's what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to set up Lorison to be able to push him, and then when he comes back, he'll hopefully come into our little kill zone. Is what I'm kind of trying to do here. Okay. Unclaimed 3 true hybrid. You need to get back here there, buddy. Champ armor is so heavy, it absolutely is. But this is the best, quote unquote, fallen hero armor. So that's why I think this is the first or second one that I've fought this fight, and because it's 260, I'm gonna go for it. We'll see whether or not that ends up paying off. Okay, no reanimates. That's good. These 3 guys should be fine-ish against this dude. I would really like to get Dylan down here, though, for it. Yikes. That's not so good. Got to keep that morale high. Okay, he's gonna go for the knockback. Didn't get it, so we try again next turn. Melee defense, is that the most important stats in the game? Oh yeah, pretty much. Easy day. Easy day, melee defense is the most important stat in the game. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you have an archer who never gets into melee and shoots people. But if you're doing that, you're doing something wrong anyway. But yes. Melee defense is very, very important. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. Now we're trying to set up our kill chamber. Didn't quite go as planned. Which is unfortunate. But we can still occupy most of these hexes. So that's good news. Making sure to only attack with the puncture, the second attack. Nimble or Battleforged. There really shouldn't be an either or question. Some bros want to be nimble, some bros want to be Battleforged. It's way easier to beat the game with an all nimble squad than it is an all Battleforged squad because of, how much time it takes to get solid Battleforged gear and how much of a pain in the ass it is to deal with. So, I mean, like... how to put this? The answer is you're going to want both. In an ideal world, you'd have 12 guys with 400 fatigue, and then get Battleforged, right? But that's not the reality that we live in. So some guys are going to have to be nimble, as long as you build nimble bros correctly. In some cases, it can even be better than Battleforged. Also, there are some bros who want to take both nimble and Battleforged. You have to know when those times are. And frankly, I don't know when those times are. But I know that some people do, who are smarter than me. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, this is going pretty well. Got him. Did in fact get the 260 mail and the 255 helm. Very good Battleforged gear. Got a 155 mail and 120 crowns. Nimforged is just as you have the rare gear set to rock it. Nimbleforged, no weapon specs, Colossus, Underdog, Quick Hands, Pathfinder. This stuff can do anything in the game. Can it pay my taxes? This dog. I feel like that was a joke that I didn't understand. The First King's final rest. It does not tell us what is here. I don't think in good conscience we can go for that because of how much damage we took. It's very possible there's Necro Savants there, or there's a Necromancer with a billion fallen heroes that gets us trapped so we can't scout. So I don't think I want to go in there until we're fairly set up. Hey! Forest is no friend of man, which is why men of ill repute sure let to put their keepsakes there. Today you've stumbled across one cast, an unclaimed 3 true hybrid found by way of stepping stone on the edge of it. Digging out the crate and dragging it over, we find an assortment of weapons, armor, and gold. He claps his sword on his shoulder, thanking for his hard work. Wax boot around, yes sir. I've got a toe like the nose of a bloodhound. Woodcutter's axe, 45 crowns, and a widow's rope. Hey, that's pretty cool. Any armor? No, but Irisa, the Ubu tax girl software can. Hey, that's great, man. good for her, I guess. Okay, we're here at the settlement. They have cheap tools. We want to sell things. Is there a city that we know of around? And as of right now, not really. The closest city that we know of is quite far. So we're going to check the hires here. There's a gravedigger. We'll roll on him. Track. This guy. You YouTube guys suggest me to pay attention to bros first. And if I want to build them into a specific role, how much do I need to fix their stats, available gears? Hire the cheapest bros and throw them into the fire until success. Yeah, I would agree with Manifest's recommendation. Okay, so Robert's question was, YouTube guides suggest me to pay attention to bros first. So, Robert, part of the problem with Battle Brothers Online is there actually isn't all that much helpful instructional content that exists on YouTube. A lot of the guides that are written by people who haven't played in years or are playing with much older editions of the game. They're playing on easy difficulties, or they're playing with save scumming enabled. They're playing with mods that make, the game way too easy. The things like allowing 27 bros on the field at once, right? For me, Filthy Robots guides were the game changers. I will not comment on that. I hear you that they were good for you, and I appreciate that. I would not recommend Filthy Robots guides. I had used Filthy Robots guides when I was still learning. They did not work for me, so I can't recommend it. I mean, a couple of the things that he said, like, I'd probably agree with like 60% of the things that he says at this point, But, I mean, other streamers have been more vocal about Filthy Robot. I don't want to take a stance on that. I recognize that some people get use out of his videos. That's fine. I would not recommend, for me personally, for you to go watch Filthy's videos. I can't imagine that they would be the game changers. You can see what we're talking about? Yeah. He was just kind of like one of the first guys like out there, right? And he's the one who spoke best to me as a new player. Yeah, and his delivery style might really help certain people, right? That's true. I didn't get much from his videos, and that didn't help me. I also tried out Carve a Hole, Tobes Jodo on YouTube, and none of those were particularly helpful, for what I was kind of going through, right? And that's just what it is, right? It is generally true that in a video game, if you find some guy on YouTube who seems to be good at the game, that he knows what he's talking about, and if you listen to what he's doing, then you'll also have success. That is not true in Battle Brothers, unfortunately. I mean, as I've gotten better, I find Carverhole's videos less helpful.
right? You know, has the you can get OP gear by knifing raiders guy. I've been silently listening for the past 10 minutes and agree with basically everything you've said. Hey, thank you for the chat, Slurgy. I appreciate it. You know, guys, Slurgy's up in this bitch. Please give Slurgy some love. You know, or just be degenerate in his general direction. But yeah, no, that's like I don't like really. If you're looking for the problem is that there's just this huge content vacuum with Battle Brothers, where like, you know, all the stuff from the really good players is not geared towards beginners, and they're all like, "Oh, dude, if you don't fucking, you know, take fast adaptation, you know, level 1 and then 9 lives next, then you're an idiot." You know, like there's shit like that on one end, and then on the other end, it's just like, "Hey, it's a single player game. Do whatever you want." You know, and there's this huge space of like people coming in where it's hard to point them in a direction, and the best place they can go to is the Reddit, which is where I went, and that was not the right answer. Agreed. There's a weird state between bad guides and ultra tryhard, so I just never made any guides at all. Yeah, and that's I made one guide, right, and I plan on making another one, and I got a spreadsheet for it. Honestly, like I've done the first take for it like fucking 40 times at this point. You know, I just need to, you know, stop doing stuff. But I'm doing my best to try to find that middle ground, right? I think you could do a good job of it. Thank you, I appreciate that, Slurgy. But as far as this run goes, these hires, not incredibly sexy, unfortunately. We got Robin the Pious for 8K. You know, that's kind of cool. I think I am going to sell... Yeah, fuck the Golden Goose, dude. Always sell the Golden Goose. Never hold on to the Golden Goose. It is not worth it. I was thinking of holding on to this for a little while, but really I need the inventory space because I'm going to do a whole lot more exploring and presumably going to be doing a whole lot more fights, and I really need to get rid of this stuff, and I'm not going to have the cash for a card upgrade anytime soon, unfortunately. Have you figured out which chest opening you will use as an analogy for the new video? How do you get the goose so fast? Dumb luck? Yeah, exactly. You know, I have a lot of that. No, I haven't. I haven't figured out which chest opening. Look, the reason I did the chest opening for the tempo video, okay, is because the term tempo I didn't hear from Battle Brothers originally. I heard the term tempo in Magic the Gathering first. That's when I first heard that. And I was like, what the fuck is a tempo deck? And someone explained it to me. And then I was like, huh, that's a weird word. And then I started playing chess. People started talking about tempo and chess. And I'm like, hang on a minute. This is crazy. Then I hear people say stuff about tempo and Battle Brothers. And I'm like, you know, what the fuck's going on? So I looked into it and I came up with that. And tempo has been used as a term in chess for a while. Okay, right? You know, I have to give you shit for talking about chess for 10 minutes in a Battle Brother. It was not 10 minutes, dude. It was like 5 minutes, okay? It was like 5 minutes. I did a little highlights. You can skip it, right? I have section, like if you just want to look at the builds, go to this section, right? You know, I use Magic the Gathering as a tempo reference. You use the term all the time. Yes, but people were using tempo in chess before Magic even existed. Right? So, and tempo, and it's easier to explain chess to somebody who doesn't explain chess than it is to explain Magic to somebody who doesn't play Magic, right? And now everything is tempo and fat newts in Battle Brothers streams. No. Not fat nudes, Oni Pepago. Fat newts. N-E-U-T-S, short for neutrals, or the acronym N-E-W-T, which is a meme, which is referencing the lizard salamander fucking thing, okay, right? Fatigue neutral, right? You know, fatigue, fat, neutral, newt, right? You'd use hot dog eating contests? I'm gonna sell my fucking shit, guys. Okay, I'm gonna sell my shit. No, okay, guys.
That's just where I'm at. Okay, you guys are just gonna have to kind of fucking deal with that. I am gonna buy tools because I need tools, and I'm gonna buy ammunition because I need that. And now we're down to 6,200 after all that's said and done. We also need food. We're doing swell on medicine. Fat nudes. You like fat nudes. Okay, all right. Can someone start, Manifest, can you start a poll for fat nudes versus fat newts? We got to get community consensus on this one. There's another bonk for 2,800. There's definitely an argument to purchase that. I'm going to try this hunter. He has no trades. Lame. Tempo literally means time in Portuguese. It's funny how by tempo people here just hear time as a clock ticking. Yeah, I didn't know that when I made that video. That was news to me. Somebody commented on that on the YouTube that tempo means time in Portuguese. I'm gonna check this contract. Patrol the road. Okay, these are good. Torvastad. Okay, all right. So these are good contracts to do. And the reason why these are good contracts to do is because they allow you to get paid to camp us. So you can just go to the settlements, right? They tell you where it is. And then if you don't have any fights on the way, you just go walk to a camp, bust it, and then you get paid for it, right? Can we also add fat newts to the poll? You like that suggestion from one of the old chatters first time I asked about fat newts. Yes. Yeah, you can also add fat newts to the poll. Like NEWTS. We need to figure out what the objective term is. I'm gonna accept this patrol the road. I am going to go through the road, but on the way, I'm actually going to go to this mountain. We found a party of brigands down here, and we're gonna go kill them, hopefully. 4 brigands, a thug, and some raiders. Easy day. Okay. We're gonna level up this mid-game, bro. Tuna axe fat newts are my bread and butter every run. Such a mindless bro to build play. I also like axe newts. Axe newts are pretty slick nasty. We're gonna give him 9 lives. We have a sword lance bro here. We're actually gonna go student on him. Okay. Come here, fuck boys. Easy day. Oh, really? That's how you feel, Mr. Brigand. Okay. Holy shit. Winnie G stars are fucking crazy? Oh, dude. Dude. You think that's crazy? Check out Dylan, bro. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, bro. I went all in on a sellsword on like day 20, and I was like, maybe this will pay off. And I got I got this, right? This is pretty good as well. Yeah, we got pretty lucky there. I'm gonna sling to save on some ammo. Okay, what we're trying to do is we're trying to feed kills to the guys who matter. May or may not be successful with such an endeavor. Sellswords are such a gamble? No, not sellswords. Sellswords are not a gamble. I just wish I could have hired Naked Bros. Not paying 3K gold for that shit Raider gear just to roll a decent frontliner. The stats are what matter. The stats are what matter. The gear sometimes matters. The gear sometimes matters. But, like, if the gear should not hold more weight than the stats past day, like, 30, in my opinion. I think that's misguided. You know, because you can buy gear. You can't buy stats. And you can loot gear. You can't loot stats. That's why I wish I could hire bros naked. I don't get how that proves your point of sellswords being a gamble, though. I don't agree. Every single sellsword I've ever hired has been at least fine, like acceptable, could be on a late game squad of some variety, you know. I want to get Dylan to nimble. So we're going to pass until it's Dylan's turn again and he's going to get a kill. Lowering economic settings might work for you then, since you have more gold to through. No. I think Blair was the one who plays Legends with 500 hours. You were thinking of Robert. Because gear makes bros expensive in spite of their origin stats. Does it? I thought it was just random. Hey, I got 150 crowns for that. Gear adds the higher price. I don't know if there's any actual, like, code that made that, like, objectively true. We found a place. The long lost keep. Got paid a little for that. We're gonna head straight up to Torstad at this point. Okay, we're gonna move on. Here's Torvastad. I doubt they'll have much in the way of hires, but we can always check just in case. Nothing we want to roll on. Slurky, tell this man he's wrong. Slurky's probably like off, you know, doing, you know, real world adult things like
laundry. Deb, we also believe that gear is added to the cost of a burrow. That's why Oathbreakers are always so expensive despite having not that great stats.
Yeah, you guys are... Yeah, I mean, like, that... honestly, like, in my head, that was kind of, like, myth and legend, because, like, I've seen, like, day one militias with the war fork for, like, 500 crowns or something. Or probably not 500, maybe, like, 600, 700 crowns. You know? So, like, in my head, that's like, oh, sometimes the gear, you know, makes it more expensive.
That's why some two-handed wielding sellswords go for upwards of 5-6K.
Oh,
I don't hire those sellswords. I'm talking like 2 to 3K range sellswords. Those are usually the guys that I bite on. Okay, wants us to go to Skirskter. So we're going to head off. Found the northern hideout. The abandoned burial mounds. That's a small little graveyard. That should be takeable. Yeah. Paymaster Dylan. Finally got nimble levels. You want your poster? Don't print that, please. oh God. Oh, it's pinned. It's pinned. Now it's there forever. Okay, so it seems like we're basically saying the same thing then. Blair and I was just misunderstanding. You know, I was about to go into that camp, but I want to get there to... There, I got there right in time. Just to look at the hires today so that I didn't have to do it tomorrow. Okay, so this is a decision. This is an Oath Taker with decent gear for 4,300. Who's going to make the Naked Bros mod? I think there already is one. But I honestly have no idea. I'm thinking about this Oath Taker right here, to be honest with you guys. $4,300 Oath Taker at level 2 is not that bad. And our team is pretty flexible right now. Let me look at the Oath Taker stats. FOMO buy? Maybe. Oath Taker, Battle Brothers, stats. Great Resolve. Starting on average, their starting melee defense is going to be 11. No, it's going to be 7 on average. So 7 on average if they have no stars would be 27. Which isn't really all that great. Look at this gear and price. It definitely lowers its price. Some of those peacock fuckers with feathers and shit go for 12K. The peacock fuckers, exactly. I'm gonna try out no traits. No traits. Not a single trait. Okay, so then let's assume that he's average. If he's average, he's gonna have 64 melee attack, 7 melee defense, insane resolve. He could be a solid banner, right? He could be a sword lance banner. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hire this guy. Let's take a look at him. Okay. Starting 10. Okay, let's take a look at this guy, guys. You hate Oath Takers too? Negative range defense with a star. No stars, but he did get 10 starting melee defense, which is cool. He's not amazing, but he has 2 stars of fatigue. So with gifted, we're talking 84, 33, which is enough to frontline. The problem is like he's not quite in the range. He could roll well and become a B tier bro. Part of the reason I did this was for this nimble headgear for Dylan. We need to go back to thief meta. Yeah, how many thieves do you see? How many thieves do you see? There, manifest. Thief and militia. How many militia do you see? Oh, that's right, none. Oh no, imagine that. It's almost like there aren't thieves. Man, it's almost like that. It's almost like there aren't any thieves. So I got this Oath Taker. I mean, this guy's functional. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm crazy about it. There is a butcher. Whatever. Sure. Fuck it. I'm going to roll this butcher to make a point. Okay. This wasn't the point I was trying to make. I mean, this guy could fat Newt. With gifted, we're talking 38. That's pretty good. That's definitely in the range of like decent, right? 82. He could be flail Newt, bro. meh. I mean, he is kind of, but he's like, I don't know, double star melee defense with a +5. 150 gold butcher equals 4.5k peacock fucker. We're gonna chill out. We're gonna take off. We're gonna keep these guys with us for now. We're just gonna think about it. 2 Hexen on the way. So it's probably like 1 Hexen and an on hold or a Shret. And I think I would rather eat glass. I think we're gonna walk into this random fucking fight here. Because the patrol hasn't given us quite enough kills. 22, and there is a necromancer, which is rough, but I think we can make this work. With the amount of damage output that we have from our throwers, that should give us a heavy enough of a swing to pull ahead. Yikes. Why are you so slow, brand new? Okay, greediness paid off. Okay, I just see a bunch of zomboidials. I don't see anything crazy. Which might be a good blank slate to explain to Robert how a tempo bro could work. Only bros. Okay, so there's Geist plus a necromancer. Okay, free reanimate. Awesome. Easy day. Wow. It's a lot of 75s missing on that random zombie. Okay, he's starting to flee, which is unfortunate. Okay, he is no longer fleeing. Yikes. Lemon Snatch is not doing too hot, guys. Hey, brand new, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk, bro. Lemon Snatch is not looking good. Yikes. We're gonna wait there. Okay, one Geist is down. This is good. Okay. Okay, luckily Lemon Snatch is still alive. Okay, we're kind of turning the corner. 2 reanimates is not what we needed, but it should be okay. Yikes. Okay. Okay, okay. We're going to get Dylan right there. We're going to start pushing towards the Necromancer. That aggressor doesn't seem to have left any guards back for some reason. I guess he figured he didn't need them. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. My last run, I made a runner, bro. Felt amazing in this kind of fight. Runners are really good. They can turn a lot of fights into into being trivial. Pathfinder plus the opponent attack dodge perk in that lunge sword. With a nimble duelist. That sounds like more than a runner. Runners are like level 1 beggar you hire. I guess it'd be a suicide runner. But we have different meanings for the same term. Because when I hear runner, I think I just hired this day 1 beggar to split up the enemy. That sort of thing. Hey, kill him with a sling. Okay, the necromancer's fleeing. That was a waste of ammunition. Got him. Easy day. Nothing too crazy here. We're really just doing this for the extra payday. You call them cattle. Ah, I see. Hey, so we cleared our ambition because that was an undead thing. So now we have some more renown. We should be able to, at this point, get the next slot we can, which is cool. We need 4 more kills. We could go there to this camp that we know is there. You know, I think we'll do that. That bro ate necros and hexes for breakfast? Fuck yeah, dude. We got true hybrid here. Needs a little more HP. Put the guy in the flanks and they just run for archers and casters. Gotcha. Yeah, I understand. You're talking about like a dedicated runner, bro. That sounds cool. We'll go student on true hybrid. We'll go bags on our potential gunner. We have this tempo, bro. We'll do this. Give him Colossus due to his high HP. What are we going to do with Randolph the Oathbound, if anything at all? To me, he's like right on the line of being worth it to keep. We're expecting more guys to die, and we have a bunch of mid-game bros, right? Depending on what we can find, this guy might be one of the best that we can find. We're going to give Dylan the swag for no other reason other than it's cool. I hope there's food wherever we're going. Whatever we're about to fight. We can bring rocks in here. Can't have two Dylans in one run, it seems like. We don't have two Dylans. This is the Dylan. Raban the Hyena. So what we're doing here is we're trying to set up Good Boy George as a little throwables magnet. Put that guy on the flanks and they just run for archers and casters. Could he be an initiative tank? Who are you referring to? Blair Warrior. One of the guys we just hired? The Oath Taker. It doesn't show. But what I remember, he has 10 melee defense. I mean, like, the thing with initiative tanks, right, is that would be like a nimble tank, in my opinion. And nimble tanks are cool, especially if you're trying to get a lot of value out of dodge, right? No, he only has base 10 melee defense. Unfortunately, he does not have a star. If he had a star, we'd be having a much different conversation, but he doesn't. And the thing is, you wouldn't really want to rely on just initiative, right? Yes, a good stopgap nimble tank, I'd agree. Like a mid-game sort of guy. Right. But I already have plenty of mid-game worthy bros. Yikes. Wow. Good job, Lorison.
Dodge is 15% of your current initiative as a bonus to melee and range defense. So, but that counts like after gear, right? So when you take on gear, your initiative goes down. So the heavier gear is, the less benefit that you get from dodging. And as you accumulate fatigue, that also hurts your initiative, right? So if you have a guy who's has insane initiative but melee defense, for the first however many turns, he's going to be untouchable. But slowly, as the combat goes on, he's going to be getting less and less of a bonus. So that's something that you got to keep in mind when building a guy like that. Wow. Okay. He just fucking killed rocks, dude. God damn, Mr. Brigand Leader. Slow your fucking roll, bro. Rocks, I don't know if you're lurking or not, but your guy just died. I shall avenge you. Rocks number 5 million is dead? No! Yeah. Rocks has had a lot of reincarnations, guys. What's one more? Okay, got that guy. He might get away, we'll see. Okay, the leader isn't getting away. We're gonna run him down. Really, it's only Picnic who can catch him. Hey, there you go, Picnic. We lost Rocks, which is bullshit. We got resources. Dude, hey, absolutely, Picnic. Okay. We are now going to return to Erlenfest. But, ooh, 5 barbarians on the way. 5 Reavers. Can I take on 5 Reavers? Probably. That's basically 5 Raiders. Pierced arm muscles on this guy. We're going to make these guys that we hired unclaimed, and we're going to throw them in there. If they die, then they die. If they don't, maybe they become something. I'm just going to put question marks for what they are. Because, like, if I fast forward 50 days in the future, and like, you know, 4 of my late game squad dies, I would have wanted a guy like this in reserve. You know what I mean? I have unclaimed 6, 3, 2, 3, 6.
2, 3, 4, 6. Do I have 2 unclaimed 2s? I do. This guy should be 1. Yeah. Why we not using those beast long axes? Ferraris of the reach weapons. Why are we using peg outs with Ferraris on the bag? For the time being, 64. We're only working with 64 for Winnie. I'd like to get him to 70 melee attack, or at least closer to it, before I switch to long axe. I want him to be able to consistently hit. The long axe doesn't give the bonus to hit. That's why, as of right now. Oh, this guy low rolled. Awesome. We'll go Colossus, I guess, and give him. You can have this and a scimitar plus this helm. Get in there, buddy. And you can grab a shield, this, and this plus arming sword. Okay, we are out of ammunition, which is quite unfortunate. We can swap some of it out here. And that's fine. Yeah, that's okay for this fight. We are going to fight those barbs. They'll hit. I believe them. I like your attitude. Hey, man, I'm glad that you feel that way. Ooh, these motherfuckers got throwables. Hell yeah. You're a save scummer, so you always high roll. That sounds like a lot of work. First crit fail, reset. That would take a long time. Yikes. Anything but 100% hit rate battles is unacceptable. Hold my bros to the highest of standards. I also hold my bros to the highest of standards. They consistently don't live up to those. And then I chastise the viewers who claims the bros. Which I think is a good system. We're all family with an abusive father. We treat everyone like family here. So generational trauma it is. Whose respect we can never earn. Exactly. Doesn't look like we were able to secure the throwables, which is unfortunate. I did try. Easy day. You're so immersed. Art imitating life. There we go. There's the throwables. That's cool. Alright. I'm going to go... Hey, he gets 2 resolve. Awesome. Trying to go through here to reveal this area. 20 brigands. Man, I want to go fight those guys, but I gotta go do this shit. 4 orcs, beat another mercenary company. Oh, dude. We have a bunch of those already. Okay, so we gained 1920 crowns off of that. When are we getting the I'm going to buy cigarettes random event mod? Are we going to sell off here or no? Because we want to go back down this way. I think we are going to sell off here. Okay, we're at 6,200. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 with attachments already. So this would make 5. So we just need 1 more armor attachment to clear that ambition. There's a Beast Slayer for 2k. There's a Disown Noble for 1800. That's a good roll. Iron Lungs. Not a whole lot else. There's a star and range skill. Comes with a level. This is a pretty uninteresting bro right here. Primaries are just too bad. I mean, we can level them. think we're gonna let him go. I don't think he's really worth it. Yeah, I think we're gonna dismiss this guy after all that shenanigans. The butcher though, he's cheap enough for a tempo tank sort of guy. $30 resolve is a no-no. Hunt down the Barbarian King? I'm chill. I am so chill. I will pass. 7 days a week, I'll pass on that, dude. Fuck that. I'm good. We're gonna buy a little bit of food. Okay, so now we have to decide whether we're going to go take that 20 thug fight, which would mean that we would go down through here to Roarwall and then explore that area. Yeah, that seems pretty good, actually. We want to buy some food because we're also using this to explore. We're left with 3K. We can get... We're going to hire the lookout. We're going to be pretty thin right now, but that's okay because we have resources. We can let go of a few other stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, so we're decent on resources. Do need to buy some tools, but we're gonna head south. We're gonna try to find those 20 brigands. There's a camp right there, the collapsed ruins. We got paid for that, so that's cool. It's really close to two different towns. And so that kind of makes me think like that maybe we should head in there. Lemon Snatch is good to go now. Yeah, I think it's good. We're going to head in there. 16, and they're brigands, and a lot of them are thugs. This is a good fight for us. Very good fight. Yikes. Yikes. Give me a turn to put my anticipation banner out, please. There we go. What is the stat spot? The stat is view potential. All it does is just does the math for you of what their expected stats are. I have a link to all the mods that I use in the panels down below and in the Discord. But it's just called view potential mod if you want to look it up on Nexus. It just helps you kind of determine what their expected stats are instead of having to do the math manually. Doesn't change any rolls or anything like that. Yikes. Anticipation banner is doing his thing. Yikes. Wow, a whole fuck ton of attacks have missed against random flail thug with a shield. Gotta respect the grind. Wow. Easy day. That was a misclick, meant to move him there. I think the game not having a decent tier 3 flail is such a waste. If we had a decent tier 3 flail duelist would melt shields like butter. Hard disagree. Tell him the hard disagree, Manifest. Oh, that guy has a longsword. That's cool. I would like that, please. Awesome. Two, three flail is insane. Don't need it to be better. It gets the job done, but I prefer the one-headed. Awesome. Cool. No, the tier 2 flail is the wooden reinforced flail. Okay. Forget the non-reinforced wooden one? Yeah. Oh, you almost got it. Oh, really, dude? Come on, man. Lemon Snatch, you're supposed to hit that, dude. And now you're fatigued out. That's bullshit, man. Okay. Well, we got some levels, some signet rings, small stuff, but needed stuff. Higher chance to not full whiff. Agreed. Well, because we're already here in Rockwall, might as well, right? Nothing we really care about. Kill marauding greenskins again around Waldheim, which is down there, which isn't too far.
Isn't awful. Because we do want to go down through here and reveal this kind of area. So there is an argument to do that. Good brain chemicals for sure, absolutely. I think I'm gonna buy tools here because they're cheap. I don't think there's any hires I want. I think I am gonna accept this contract. But 20 brigands, there they are. Okay. Lemon Snatch. We're gonna give him Dagger Mastery. Tempo Tank Guy. Give him Colossus. Give Tempo Bro this plus Gifted. I think we're pretty okay for this upcoming fight. Oh, apparently I'm being attacked. That's gonna make things rougher. The good news is that the marksmen seem to be coming out first. We're gonna send these two guys in a kill party down here. They should be able to handle it.
set up our anticipation banner right there to honeycomb him so that the dweebles decide to attack him and not other guys. $50 something? Like late 50s? Can't remember, frankly. Hey, we hit on a 19. That's cool. We're gonna throw at that dude. There they are, motherfuckers. Are we ready for some merch Nobles rating yet? Good question. Probably. But camp busting and what we're doing is a little bit more profitable right now. But there definitely will become a flipping point where that's no longer going to be true. I'm not sure it's the right opportunity for us to be doing that right now. One, we don't even have the whole map, or even close to the whole, like the settlements. Like we don't even know all the settlements as of right now. The squad could take a supply caravan. We have enough friends, time to make enemies. Solid decision. Get over here. Ha, greed paid off. Get fucked.
Oh. Game's trying to stun lock me, it seems. Interesting that that triggered a morale check all the way over here.
When you start profiling people, what color do we hate
This run. I don't know, it's a good question. I think there's 2 red factions. Ha, I'm a hybrid. Give a fuck, dude.
Let's raid southern cities. What could go wrong?
How about we don't do that, actually? I think instead of doing what you just said, we could just not do that and instead do something else. That's where my head's at. You know what I mean? Wow.
They use fireworks weapons. What are they?
Clowns? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All that gunpowder technology stuff's for nerds. Artificers everywhere just cried out in anger. Due to the foresty bullshit, that was more of a pain in the ass than we wanted it to be, but no deaths, still a profitable fight. And Winnie G leveled. Hell yeah. Hey, that's Exaxes. That's cool. 9 brigands. Marksman Raiders. Oh shit! That sounds super fucking cool there, Blair. Here, I'm gonna take a quick break before I fight these raiders.
I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be right back, everybody.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I'm back. Got a protein bar. We're good to go. Thanks for hopping in, Blair. Appreciate it. Good night. It's been fun having you. You like the whiteboard player? Dude, Manifest bitches about the whiteboard every fucking time it comes up. I get mixed opinions from the whiteboard. Manifest asks, how much of your diet expressed as a percentage are protein bars? I mean, like, because I have that blood sugar stuff, it's not diabetes. It's reactive hypoglycemia, not hyper. Protein helps keep it up. If I don't eat enough protein, then, you know, it'll become less stable. But with sufficient protein, it's pretty regulated, easy day. You like the whiteboard? Give those PowerPointers a break. We've seen enough of it at work. Okay, that's legit. I didn't think about that. Okay. Yeah. PowerPointers, dude. I remember. Yeah, when I was in school, PowerPoints were like, ugh, but whiteboard was like acceptable. Okay, so that's legit. That's legit. You know what? I'll thank you for that perspective there, Blair. Appreciate that. Sword Lance is a pole arm, yeah? So I'd want to take pole arm mastery? I can't remember. Good night, Blair. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna give Polar Mastery to Winnie. Tempo Tank can get this. He can't dodge it up, so we'll give him Gifted. Bam, bam, bam. Somebody asked about the day earlier. It is currently day 57. We're still at a battle a day. Ooh. Longsword Briggy. Yikes. Okay, he got away. Okay, true hybrid leveled. Gonna need to drop some stuff. Okay, that should be good. Did that heading to Walheim real quick. What's stuff selling for? 14. There's some butchers and a poacher. Kill the marauding greenskins around Walheim. 10 goblin raiders. Rough. Okay. Luckily, we do in fact have solid ranged. So that should mean we're pretty okay. Let's go beat those guys up. Okay. Yeah, we did unfortunately get it in the swamp, but we didn't get too boned by map generation. Yikes. We're trying to honeycomb our banner. It is working. Okay. Which is good. We'll free him. Free him. Step in. Smack. Miss. Miss. Shield wall. Stab. Stab. Throw. Throw. Need him there. Give us a turn of mercy game. Yikes. Alright, so there goes the tempo bro that we had. Another tempo bro is soon to fall, it seems. There's a whole lot of missing going around. It's pretty lame, if you ask me. Okay, got him with the puncture. Okay, you're going over that way. Kind of lame. Oh, 9 lives triggered on our boy. That's not ideal at all. Okay, all right. Looks like looks like 9 lives gave us some serious value there. That was dumb. Easy day. We lost tempo tank, bro. What can we drop? We can drop these things. These are worth 90. These are worth 90. That's worth 18. 84. This is... We'll take these tools. These throwing weapons are apparently 200. I'd like that shield back. I'd like the falcons. Like these daggers. Goblin spears. Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Need to go back to Rorwall, however, I want to sell off, so I'm going to ignore the fact that we have a contract to finish. And I'm going to head down to Altenstadt to sell, and they do have ambush trade routes, which is fantastic. I'm going to camp here until the morning to sell off here for additional profits. We're at 3,600, which is cool. We don't need all these helmets. Do not need these shields. I don't need these javelins. I don't need this paint set. I'm gonna let go of these armors. Keep a long axe. We're at 4,200. There's an 8k hedge knight with a two-handed bonk here. Is there any way that I could get that much crownage? Certainly unlikely. We do need tools. We do need ammunition, so I'm just going to buy that.
And then I'm going to head this way. Lemon Snatch has an infected wound. There's a city here. It's just a kennel, it looks like. Okay, we'll go over through this way. Back to Roswell. They no longer have the marauding greenskins. We will go to the marketplace. Buy some of your shit, please. I would love to buy some 199 medicine. Easy day. No dudes we really want here. Long sword for brand new. This guy can come back in. He needs to come out. Lorson leveled, but we want to wait on the level. Okay. So we're still on the directive of hiring dudes. I'm going to head back here just to kind of knock out this region. And hey, would you look at that? Easy XP for the boys. Who are you going to hook up with that XP? 67 is probably good enough for Winnie G to swap to, well, we just gave him Paul Art Mastery. Yeah, that's probably fine. We're going to pass. We're going to pass again. Wow. Okay, guys. I guess everybody's just decided not to hit because I made everybody pass for 2 rounds. They don't seem to appreciate such things. Misplay. I missed an attack there. Jesus Christ, game. 5 free reanimates? Okay, we got it. Dylan has leveled. Great news. Man, look at this guy, dude. Look at this guy. Marvelous. We'll take the high roll on fatigue. We're gonna go berserk. We're gonna go ahead and give him brawny. Okay. We did that. Then we're going to keep exploring this area. Dire Wolves 11. Do I want to fight 11 Dire Wolves? It gets some serious pelt. That is a Chad. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. 100 plus melee attack? Big sexy, dude. Yeah, once this guy gets like maybe at least one more level, he's really going to start to carry. And we're just going to fucking take off. It's going to be great. We'll go Duelist on Could Be Cold. The Dire Wolves are probably worth it, just so that, you know, we fucking attack something while we're out here. Yikes. Okay, okay, okay. Yikes. Not lemon snatch, no! Oh, dude, lemon snatch is so fucked, bro. Yikes, we needed that to hit for lemon snatch. And it did not. That's like super mega unfortunate, man. Well, there goes lemon snatch. I'm hoping to get some pelts off of this. Easy day. We lost lemon snatch. That's the dagger that lemon snatch had. Did get a singular pelt. So that's like not nothing, I guess. Fuck. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So I've cleared the majority of this area down here. So I think I should probably head north from this point. See what I can find. I found a place. 7 unholds. Hell of odd. They're disappearing villagers. So there's nobody here I really want to roll on. Hunt down what terrorizes for 1400. That's probably those unholds. Follow the tracks.
I need ammunition. I need tools. So I'm gonna buy that. I think I will take this follow the tracks. Wow. 7 thieves, thugs, raiders. We'll go student on unclaimed 1 gunner. Picnic is at level 8 now, which is pretty neat. We need a solid mace to give him mace mastery. Until then, I guess we can do like, I don't know, fucking consult the texts. The ancient text, the ancient Some Weird Sins document. Okay, fast adaptation, Colossus, 9 lives, shield expert, mace mastery, underdog, nimble. Okay, so it's an off tank, so let's do underdog. We can put this warm body in here, give him this sword, I guess, so that he can finally die. Oh my god, this is cancer, dude. Wow. Okay. Sure, game. Easy day. Set up a honeycomb for the marksman. Alright, he's fucking dead. Don't have to pay his wage anymore. Yikes. Easy day. Lost that guy, didn't get too much of anything off of it, but gets us XP and a little bit of loot. And we're already well on our way to level 9 for Dylan, which is cool. We have to make our way back to Hellevad. Because we're so far out of the way, I feel like I have to at least do something like this. Wow, our benchwarmer monk is sick. Two unholds. Those are frosty unholds. Dude, I'm just trying to get my 200 crowns, bro. Really, bro? Those guys will fuck me up, dude. Okay. We're gonna roll this poacher. Trash. Okay. We need ammunition again, so we're gonna buy it. We also need a little bit of food, so we're gonna buy that as well. Northern soldiers recently passed through here. Now we're in Jerstal. They got terrified villagers. Secure the Crypt of Mourning. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. We're gonna do that. So we get cheap tools? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got to get this guy in here so that he can do something before he leaves us forever in Valhalla. Okay, it's nachos that we're fighting. There's 15 of them. Good news is nachos can be stunned, which Dylan will absolutely be doing. What is passing, everybody? When possible, you want to send throwables towards the big guys. You also want to try to step on nacho corpses as much as possible, but it's easier said than done sometimes. They're gonna get something. It's just what it is. Yikes. That's not good. He was about to go for a round swing. Then he got the cut arm sinew. Wow. Okay. Dude, we're about to lose brand new, bro. Okay. Crisis seems to be averted.
Mostly. Okay, he's fucking dead. Okay, so he's just gotta face tank one attack. Or two attacks, but he did it anyway. Excuse me. Okay, we got it. 200 crowns off of that. Feels good. Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. Before heading back, I'm going to go to these mountains up here. Didn't find nothing. Gosh darn it. Go buy your cheapo tools, please. No hires we want here. We move on. There's a wild man. There's a flagellant. That's cheap medicine. That's pretty cool. I don't need any right now, though. There's your contract. Follow the tracks. We'll accept. This takes us off into the wilds. Maybe we'll find something else. Thieves 8. Many raiders. You can never resist to follow the tracks, dude. I can't either. We gotta take Brand New out. He's too injured. Okay, whole lot of yikes happening right now. The yikes has been averted. Okay. Followed some tracks. We're already out here, and I want to go back. I want to see if I can find any more fucking... Haha, there we go. Lots of chosen. Thralls and Reavers. This is something we can do. 2 unholds over there. Hopefully they leave me the fuck alone. This guy leveled. Bam, bam, bam. Give him fast adaptation. Winnie G. Swordlance has leveled. Very big, hell yeah. We're going to fuck up these thralls and reavers real quick. Okay, that guy is rusty javelins. We're going to give him a round of the rusty javelins, and hopefully it goes swell enough where we can secure them. Okay, we were able to. Oh, you bitch. Fuck you, dude. I hate it when they do that. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch them. We cannot catch him. Nothing too crazy here. Definitely worth the trip. Okay, since I'm already in this corner, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go down here. Nothing. Okay. All right. So then I guess we're going to head back to Ravenstock. Good boy George is now a drunkard. Wow. Okay. Gives him more resolve. That's cool. Gain some crowns. Check the hires again. Nothing really. Cheap tools, cheap ammunition. Gotta buy it. Making our way back. 17 thralls. Okay, easy day. Now he just needs brain damage. Exactly, bro. Exactly. First step, drunkard. Second step, brain damage. Then you profit. It's simple math, really.
Oh, there's a guy there. Whoops. Oh, double kill with Berserk. First double kill with Berserk feels good. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay. So much for a morale booster. He's fleeing. If I was a barbarian, and we had a drummer, and he started fleeing, I'd eat him. Can't catch those guys. Nothing too good here. Let's get rid of all the cheap stuff. Guess that's fine. From Wolfhaven. Where the fuck is Wolfhaven? I don't know. I guess it must be the place to the north. It is. Fight Hexen, no thanks. Patrol the road. Might do a patrol the road. Okay. All right. Well, it's almost 3. It's day 67. We did 17 days. I don't feel like we're much farther along than we were 17 days ago. I mean, our bros are higher leveled, but I mean, we set out with the intention of finding, better recruits, and we haven't really done so. Which is kind of lame. But I do have another stream tomorrow, so I don't want to get too far. So I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for hopping into the stream. I appreciate you guys very much. We will have another stream tomorrow night. If the new guys would like to join the Discord, there it is. Thank you guys for... Hey, no problem there, Picnic. Thanks for popping in, right? And thanks for staying to the end, right? Because I'm so late at night into America times, most of my chatters are like there for the first 2 hours, and then they kind of fuck off. If I stream for long enough, then people on the other side of the world will start getting up for work, But I appreciate you hanging out. So that's awesome of you. I am going to raid you guys out. Let me see who we could raid. Is there anybody that I'm following? Nobody I'm following is doing Battle Brothers. Let's see if anybody is doing... No, not a single person is doing Battle Brothers right now. Okay. Let's do some... Wow. Let's do Keishan Gaming, because there's nobody... Actually, no, hang on. There's got to be somebody that I'm following. Mudflaps, Anthony Confan, and Mike Valentine. English... We'll do Anthony. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys. I think you guys are awesome. Cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. I'm excited. Hope you're excited. Let's make some progress in this run.